Hi everybody, this is Faisal and we're doing TP360's Picks of the Week. Okay, so one quick comment before I pick the watches. Today we're going to focus more on one of the favorite types of watches, which is the diver watch, and every week we might have different types of watches or genres. So come with me as we pick the watches. Yeah, so now that we have the watches on the tray, you can see the breadth of the watches we're featuring this week, starting with a carbon fiber royal oak offshore from Audemars Piguet. This is a monster of a watch. It's 44 millimeters. I love the black on black on this watch. It's pretty thick with a see-through case back. I don't know if you want to zoom in on this, but it's a stunning watch with a rubber belt. Going forward, let's talk about a couple of the watches that have what we call helium escape valves. This is the granddaddy of them all. So this is the Sea Dweller Deep Sea James Cameron. I love the color change on the dial. This is definitely a watch for a big risk. You can see the thickness in here. And if I compare it with even the Audemars Piguet, you can see that in comparison, they're almost the same thickness. These are big watches for big risks, but these are also hardcore divers, specifically the Sea Dweller Deep Sea. This is a great addition if you're a hardcore diving guy. Now, for something a bit more simple, we've got the Seamaster. So this is a Seamaster. This is one of the limited editions with the broad arrow hands. It's got a very nice vintage look. It's got a very nice strap, which is polished and matte steel, or glossy and matte steel. This is an excellent contender to the Submariner at a fraction of the price and one of our fast-selling watches. Now, when you think IWC, you also don't think of divers, but this is an excellent IWC Aquatimer. They've had the Aquatimer in their collection for quite some time. It's also thick. IWCs used to come with ETA or Salita movements. Now everything have shifted to in-house, but this is a perfect example. You can see how it fits on the wrist. I love the white and the orange. And then we go obviously to a brand that has diving as part of their DNA, and that's the Panerai BMG Tech. The BMG Tech was introduced a couple of years ago. No helium escape valve, but that's definitely another hardcore diver. So just for you to know, Panerai today has a submersible as part of an independent line. That's different from the Luminor or the Radiomir, whereas historically the submersible was part of the Luminor line. Last but not least is another IWC Aquatimer. These represent amazing value today. They can do the job of any dive watch for a fraction of the price. This is a day date. You can see the blue dial with the yellow accents. Wears a bit thick, but comes with a rubber strap. And it's a very nice addition to anyone who wants a watch to bang. Very summery vibes you can see with the blue and the yellow. So this was just an example of the breadth of the different dive watches we have. Anywhere from the Audemars Piguet to the Deep Sea Dweller to a BMG Tech. Finishing with something as simple as an Oyster Perpetual. Even though people don't see these as dive watches and they're not necessarily hardcore dive watches, but an Oyster Perpetual is the first waterproof watch, and it has definitely some kind of diving pedigree. Guys, we hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you sign up to watch our next week's Picks of the Week. Every week we're going to highlight different watches, different collections. Make sure you follow us. We can buy our watches online. We have an auction that's also running, so you can check that out. This is 5 Star signing out. Thank you for watching again. Cheers.